Man, it feels like it's been a while since we've done this, hasn't it? That's probably because it has been. Hello, everybody! As always, I am Chun, and this is Marin, Mixed Mayhem, Krenbol Side League, and we're still playing in Blood Bowl 2, because Blood Bowl 3 does not do mixed teams. It is the return of Pebbly Twig. Today we are playing... Well, that's close to a mirror match as we're ever going to get, necessarily. It's another... Division of Goodness? Alliance of Goodness, that's what it is. It is Old World Alliance played by... No, Old World Alliance, maybe? Played by Dr. Lovejoy, or Doc Pimpin, or... It's Doc. We're playing Doc. He's been around a few times, I'm sure you recognize him. So let's take a look at what we're doing. I'm not sure what we're doing, but we're doing it. I meant to turn off that light. Actually, no, here. Where'd it go? There it is. Actually, let's turn off that light. Turn that light off. We turn this one on, and that's a nice balance. My desk is covered in a gentle cyan light, but you know, whatever. At least when it's not, I'm not thoroughly washed out on camera. Hello, Kaylee. How are you doing, our friend? Let's see.
Well, shall we call it a night?
Might as well. Certainly wouldn't call it a show.
Nice. Huh. Been better, been worse. About as good as we can expect half the time, huh? Apparently, I've got audible drops available? Well, that's... Do I have that? Huh. I suppose I do have a couple of badges and I guess an audible drop, but I'll not worry about that. Never use those. Anyway. It is Pebbly Twig versus Old World Alliance, maybe? Made a Steam family and now have so many more games that I can play, like Subnautica 2. Nice. I did that with my brother-in-law, actually. He's got a pretty massive library, and I keep forgetting which ones are mine and his now. But, I need to be digging through that a little bit. Let's take a look at what our team is looking like. I'm sure we all need a refresher. They've got 5 Dwarven Longbeards, Mithril Mothril, Golden Grimnel, Copper Cottonhead, 1 with Guard, Old Salt Sarzarel, and Iron Isregal. Hopefully we'll get more skills. I mean, there's like 2 weeks left and we're out of playoff contention, so... Middling Merle with minus armor, unfortunately, but it does have Blodge, so there's at least something for that. Malcolm of Middleton is our Hebretonian Blitzer, combination of Catcher and Blitzer. Meanwhile, our Blitzers have become Rondell Redwood and Aberron Aspen, our War Dancers. Brolfen Birch, our Thrower, is throwing things. Not least of which, not games. Safe Throw and Leader. He got Safe Throw last time, I think. And Stop Interceptions. And Lithor and Sulfrel Sycamore are 5 Agility linemen, who has now become as much another catcher as anything else. And Lithor Larch, our regular lineman. Like, I'm actually quite surprised at the amount of points we've gotten across this entire thing. Like, normally, I either get no points or all my points on one place, and while Brolfen kind of is that, it's been actually quite nice getting all around. And having Malcolm of Middleton with 0 points, he's relatively new, so, you know, that makes more sense. Alright. But yeah, we're going to try and do what we do. Half-elf around the world. With a little bit of dwarves to grind through the front, and elves to
The
get
older I
through
get,
everything
the
else.
more I appreciate good music.
Yeah, what's that got to do with what we just heard?
Nothing, just thought I'd mention it.
Hello, Digi. So, who is our opponent? Doc Pimpin. Old World Alliance, maybe? Yep, he's got trees, elves, humans, a halfling, dwarves. He's definitely playing a version of Old World Alliance, that is definitely for sure, and he's got a lot more points than I have. Book Weak Bush, the tree man with jump up and block, so he'll be fun to deal with, meaning I'm not going to deal with him. Especially if he gets rooted. Then I'm definitely not going to deal with him. Urgar, the dwarf Longbeard with guard. Uzkul Dreng Troll. Mighty Blow and Piling On. That is scary on a Troll Slayer. Marl, a dwarf Longbeard with tackle and guard. Well, mostly just guard, because tackle is a dwarf thing. And Skyly with Mighty Blow. That is worrisome, to say the least. Aaron Valdred, Human Blitzer with block. Arnulf Lultulf, a lineman with wrestle. Okay. Galahad Luitpold with pass, pick up, dodge, and guard. Yes, that is pass. Baron Fleisch with block. Brittle Tree, the War Dancer with strip ball and tackle. Well, some people go down certain similar routes, I guess. And the Halflings, Otho Forkson and Fosco Greenbottle. It's unfortunate that the names aren't more of a theme other than just, you know, Warhammer Fantasy, but sometimes just gotta deal with a thing. 2 rerolls, Apothecary, 6 fan factor. What's his stats so far? Better than mine by a wide margin. 4 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. Well, we were both dedicated to our themes, at least. Me to my half and half, and Doc being able to actually do something with it. Alright. Well, I don't know where Doc is, but we're wanting to start now. John, I'm still setting up some things. Wanted to tell you good luck before I start. See you soon. Ah, okay. Fair enough, Doc. Alright, strip ball and tackle on the War Dancer is a normal attack War Dancer. It is easier to make it that since the defensive War Dancer normally requires stat ups. That, you know, that is true. Still gonna be a troublesome to deal with, considering the War Dancer can keep up with anything that I have to try to be offensive. And most of them also have dodge, so it's gonna be fun. Alright. Oh, good job you popped in, Doc, because I was able to start messaging you. So, long as we all know that we're all here and ready to go. Eventually. Meanwhile, I need to be mindful of Krenbol having started as well. There is one thing that I did not think about when I accidentally gave myself Week 1 versus Krendor, and that our schedules are nuts. So for Krenbol, should I get tentacles on all your players because Ina?
Yes.
Yep. Digipichu, a shameless Takodachi. Well, who am I to come? I got an entire peanut gallery of holo, so... Okay. Okay, Doc is on, and he's ready to go. So, Doc, if you're still here, good luck, have fun, get out of my chat. Let's have ourselves a game. But yeah,
Why do we always come here?
I guess we'll never know.
peanut.
It's like a kind of torture
Well,
to
thank
have
you,
to
Nick.
watch the show.
Oh, well, yeah, you saw your Holodory stuff? Yes, I saw your Holodory stuff, did you? You have gotten a lot of Inas. Which, frankly, honestly, I was going after Ina myself because of the the type benefits to go along with some of my other with my current leader, which is Corone. So, let's see. For the top 10 by level are all Ina. Yeah. No one can argue that you don't no one can argue you don't like Ina at all. All right. Well, I think I'm just going to get a babe, dip into my cash and hope that I'm just ending up with a bunch of KOs that I can get back on 3s. Dip into my petty cash to tad for that. But anyway, I think as far as like just thinking about Ina's as well, technically one of mine I got the swimsuit Ina myself. Maxed her level up all the way to work towards that. Only one who would match Ina would have been Fauna because her yapping helped you through the last few months at Amazon. You know, that's very fair. That is very fair indeed. All right. Home team them. Away team us. Alright, Goblin referee. Let us have ourselves a time. Our opponent gets to choose. Ooh, what the frick is going on in my... I'm in defense? Okay. War Dancer. Levels. Itchy nose. Thrower. Okay, let's swap Malcolm of Middleton in for Middling Merle. What answer starting? Okay, it's... just not a great defensive line, but it allows me to swing around a little bit. I hope they add the members that are around in Holodori, but not around in Hololive as playable characters, just not voiced, because Cover does own their singles still. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's actually... I'll be perfectly honest. Even as going as far back as, Coco or Sana, but I'm not sure how many songs they actually got. But it would still be nice to see them wandering around the island, that's for sure. And I know for a fact I do that every time I see Gura or Mume wandering around. That's definitely a high point at that time playing. Yeah, trees in the middle. Surprising no one. When did I go? There it goes. That's more understandable. That's expected. It's gonna be harder to hit people with, although I can still hit the guard away, hopefully, first on one dice that I can... Actually, no, I'll get two dice because of Copper Cottonhead. Well, we'll see how my stuff all works around. As it goes back to just before Watson left, since you don't see Aqua running around and she left just before Watson. You know, sure. I mean, I can imagine why they don't want to have all those characters. I mean, I can absolutely understand why Rushia is not involved. All right. All right, here we go. Let's hope for a nice deep kick. With my luck, it'll be quite shallow. No, that's perfect defense. Oh, you know what? I got the nice deep kick. All right. How do I want to do this? Yeah. Weakening the center for the side is not a great idea. I think they could get voice lines or Watson and Chloe since they are affiliate rather than graduated. You know, that makes sense. Oh, good start. We started with patty cake immediately. And they can start cracking through that side anyway. You know, when I said crack, I didn't mean armor break. Come on, fail the take route. They did not. What's weird is that I don't think Chloe or Watson have voice lines, but Gura and Mooms or Fauna do. Like, they don't have many voice lines, though. I think they're just, like, generic ones. Well, he's definitely preparing for a throw teammate. How do I know this? Because when I'm playing Old World Alliance, I'm going to be doing that. And actually, going back on that, I was going to say, with Krenbull starting up yesterday, I messaged Krendor, because that's my first game, and, yeah, he's available during the weekend. I am not. And so, I need to keep an eye on... Well, actually, Digi, if you could keep an eye on Div A for me as well, Div A scheduling. And you know, keep me updated if Krendor messages back. There's a possibility that we're going to turn today into technically a double header, but not immediately, because as the way Krendor works, he's going to work late at night, and I need to go to work at some point. We'll keep track of that. Thank you, Digi. I appreciate that a lot. Dude, it's weird how the affiliate ones who should be able to get voice lines from don't have them, but the graduated ones do. One who does have some lines, they know won't get more is Kanata. I don't know, maybe it's an availability thing? I really have no idea what any variety of the thought process is. Stand you up. You're stunned. Stand you up. Let's actually put you next to them. Let's see. Yeah, no. No. I mean, Zarg dice with block is not bad. I've proven that to myself time and again this season. I need to be mindful of that. He's going to take that and throw it downfield next turn. I'm not going to be able to chase him down. Lineman, blitzer, lineman. Kanata isn't even doing VTubing anymore due to health. Fauna, Moons, Gura, Shion technically could get voice lines, but that would have to get paid outside voice actors rather than internal. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. And last I heard, I mean, and Gura is also not doing, so has also been having some health issues last I heard. Could just, although that's probably could just be as much random rumors as anything else. Alright. Lift door. We're gonna blitz into Arnulf loophole. So I can get a hit on something. Alright. So now we do this. Actually, yeah, we'll do this. There we go. We'll start putting... And now we've got some pressure on the back line. Zarg dice into that. Reroll because I don't want him to have a skull. Works for me. And Brolfen is fine in the back line. We'll get Sofrel down on the back line, down towards, and see if he can score. With 5 agility, though, he could be as effective a cage diver, too. And the ball's not going to go forward, more forward this turn. Would have gotten Rustle for a tree or jump up first, then Rustle rather than block. Allows you to break the roots without damaging the tree. Yeah. That's actually a very good point. I'm gonna keep that in mind if I get levels on my tree in Krenbol, because I am playing Old World Alliance in Krenbol. Just gotta hope that I can get a good day to play Krendor this week. I suppose I could do tomorrow to play Krendor. I just really... Wait, no, he can't do tomorrow because he got caught in Krendor crap. Both jump up and block are secondary for the tree, so it doesn't matter which you get first. You know, fair enough. I'm surprised with how little I decided to prepare to deal with throw teammate. He's deciding to not throw teammate. Two-die finds the POW. That sends Aspen onto the sidelines. KO, but this is why I got that one babe. And if both of those are, if both block and jump up, then he got some really good dice rolls on that tree. Never mind the ability to actually get points on the tree. Skull block. There's the POW. Well, my front line hasn't specifically crumbled. Skull! Reroll that or take it? He takes it. He's gonna take it. Stunned. It does give me a little bit of an opening. Alright, let's see. It's gonna have to be Rondell. Preferably it's gonna be a leap. I need to cover these two guys. I need to cover two of them at the very least, but no matter where I hit them. But if I tend to set it that way, the balls have been a better shot. So, okay. Well, Malcolm of Middleton is going to put himself here in the middle. Getting there. Liftdoor is going to pull over here just to be a little bit more... Alright. Reminding what I need to do first is declare the blitz. Leap. Then hit. Push is fine. Sure hands! Damn it. Well, it was a good idea while it lasted. And that's my other War Dancer down for the moment. He's stunned. Piling on! Ouch! KO! Damn it! And again, this is why I got that Bloodweiser babe. I just gotta get him back on 3s. You didn't need the war dances for this to arrive, right? Nah, I don't think I did, no. No. What is this? It's turn 3. I lost both my war dancers in 3 turns. Now watch. I'm gonna roll nothing but 1s and 2s this entire game on wake-ups. This is what happens when I get babes off of Temu. At the same time, I'm certain you could probably actually get babes on Temu, so that's... Well, the ball's not going anywhere. Stumble, push, both down. Next season, you need to do the Digi method. Just get guard and bash things. Every player is useful no matter their position. I think I tried doing that once, and I ended up not doing well either. But that also might have been the season that everybody had souped up custom teams. I don't think I'm getting through this cage anymore. Oh, good. Halfling foul. Nothing. All right, good. He rolled a 7 plus 1, so 8. Wow, that got close. Skull! Sit down, son. There is no way to get there. There's no way to get there. There's no way to get there. It's a 5-up dodge anyway, too. I don't even know why it was... Chun, were you just singing, please, please don't eat the daisies? I was like... Maybe? Most important bit of the Digi method is no matter the player's position, they are doing something. Thrower, you get up there and support. Gutter runner, only time you hide is if you have a ball in your hands. If not, support the block. I can't argue the efficacy of that logic. Actually, I wonder. Do that, do a 1 die. It's blocking to block 1 die, but I can't really get any support. But it would get me in the middle of things. Hatred. Nothing but hatred. You have been on the receiving end of that logic. The track record speaks for itself. You know, fair. Okay, good. I get tackle on this. Follow. Right up in the middle of that. Alright, that's still a 2 die, still Zarg dice with block, no reroll. I've already moved, so I can't use him. Sofrel is still trying to be mildly obnoxious. Gonna be a scoring threat. Knock down the tree. Damn it. Well, that's a risk I'm willing to try and take. Eventually the tree will take root. Watch. When we get playing into Credbull, my tree is gonna take root turn 1 every game. The tree has one job and one secondary. Will it though? Will it? It's not a will it. It's a willow. The tree will take root. It will just be the start of next match. Yeah. Okay. There's got to be a way to get in here and get this guy. Sure hands is one thing, so I got to hit him with...
You know, I think they were trying to make a point with that sketch.
What's the point?
You're right. Forget it. The older I get, the more I appreciate good music.
Yeah, what's that got to do with what we just heard?
Nothing. Just thought I'd mention it.
How's it going, Fen? Did you try the Digi method for your Crenbull team? Well, I need to use my apothecary on that. Okay. Not bad. How's it going yourself? Bad time to ask. Ben joins a player and he's dead. Hang on.
Got better.
He's dead.
Got better.
Anyway. Yeah, yeah, definitely a bad time to ask. It's like, here's the thing, Fen. Both of my war dancers got KO'd in the first few turns as well. So, I am literally down most of my positionals right now. Like, the fanciest thing on my field right now is my frickin' Wood Elf Thrower. The rest are all line mineral equivalents. That's a 1-die. That's a 1-die. And 1-die into blocks. That's not great. That's a 1-die that can give me a dodge. Better than average dodge. Can I at least knock down the tree? I got one reroll left. Alright, 1-die into this first. It's slightly safer. 3, 2. Three, 3, 2. Zarg. We have dwarves, that's looking at the short bright side, and it's definitely a short side, that's for damn sure. Alright, let's... Okay, you know what, that's fine. It's not what I wanted, but it at least ways that isn't so punishing that I need to use a reroll on. Oh, hey, look at that. Look, this is so dumb, isn't it? Why am I doing this? Why is this the thing I'm going to do? Why is this the bloody thing I'm going to bloody do? You know, that is exactly where it should fail immediately. I'm going to regret doing this. I am so going to regret doing this. The first freaking dodge, man! The first freaking dodge, man! What is wood elves and dodging? I mean, I realized that that was tackle, so I couldn't use my free dodge. But it doesn't matter. If I... The way this game handles the thing... The good news, he rolled a 2 on the second one. Alert the media! Like, this is so much better. Like, yes, it's psychologically better. At least it's not Snake Eyes. And all of my best defensive options are off the field. My best defensive option. Basically my only defensive option. My dwarves are just intended to go forward. I mean, everybody's intended to go forward. He's still improved. I mean, this is true. This is very much true. I'm going to use this opportunity to get myself some water. That's a... He's getting that high-quality H2O. Yeah. Honestly, here's the thing, right? The 5-gallon jug I'm currently working on that I got my little thing in, I bought in Michigan. So, yeah. Alright, let's... We've still got a million to go. There's only a 4-up dodge. It's a coin flip with a couple of GFIs to get what I want. No rerolls. Just so I can swing around and try a desperate attempt at a 1-die to hit POWs. Then I have to do some strange nonsense with my thrower to get the ball so I can make a dramatic Hail Mary. Wait. You were in Michigan and didn't inform me? I'm offended that you could have hung out and we did not. Was it... Okay, I made the dodge. And I made the GFIs. Good. So now you need to come down here. Ah, criminy. It's a 4-up dodge. Damn it! was another one die. To be fair, that guy didn't have dodge. I mean, also fair. Oh, good. Well, here's hoping that I didn't get the Timu Bloodweiser bane. What would be Timu Bloodweiser? I mean, I know the joke is that Budweiser is just piss beer. So, depending on who you're asking, Budweiser is Timu beer. Yeah, well, you know, at least ways everything about this team has been understandable and reasonable. Timu Budweiser would be PBR. Pabst. Yeah, I suppose. No, actually, here's something funny about that. Would be a glorious babe. Ha! Okay, now, it's funny you should mention Pabst, actually, Kaylee. About a month or two ago, and I should have bought a case of this when I saw it. I saw Pabst Blue Ribbon pickle-flavored beer. You know, like, you know how everything has been, like, dill pickled flavor everything? Like, the exact same thing, but it's pickle-flavored beer. A part of me is like, you kind of have to try that. Just for how stupid of an idea it sounds. But at the same time, nobody would blame you for looking at that and being like, no. Yeah, I can't stop this. 6, 3, 4, 5. Nah. What do I hit? Who can I try to hit? Maybe get a 2-die on... PBR will regularly put out like 1,000 packs for Costco or Sam's Club, and it only costs like $300. I mean, I'm not going to fault them for being the cheapest thing on the market, especially if you just want to get blackout drunk. And far be it from me to discredit half the idea of cheap beer. Problem, if you don't stand people up, they will try to score earlier to hit you more. If you do stand up, you get hit more. Which is why I didn't stand up. I stood up only enough to try to get a better hit from... Okay. So the question is now, are we dealing with Bloodweiser or Pabst or what? What's third place ribbon? White? Pabst White ribbon. God damn it, it's Pabst White ribbon. Mudweiser. Pibst. I mean, don't knock it till you try it, but Mr. Pibb is not a bad regional Dr. Pepper variant. I'm glad my sister didn't hear that. That'd be another word I'd accidentally mispronounced that they'd get 30 years of leverage out of. And then whine and cry that I'm being cruel when I mention something that they said that I found funny. Yeah, neither of my ward answers. My lineman didn't come back. My dwarf did. Mr. Pibb does have that certain quality that I like. Yeah. But it's not bad. I'm sure someone hesitate to call it good either, but that's entirely beside the point, don't you think? Okay, actually, Middling Merle is going to go over that way. We're just going to completely try and rock and roll McDonald's this. Still prefer Dr. Pepper, but still. I mean, who wouldn't prefer Dr. Pepper? To be honest, that is the best time for them not to come back. Saves them from getting hit on these turns. You don't do 1-2 turns. Oh, believe me, I'm going to try and do a 1-2 turn. The only thing I've got option for me, and I've got the movement to make an attempt. It's not going to be easy, because he's just going to throw everything directly in that direction. Fuck! Oh, no. No, 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 no! So, Frel. That mostly worked. Yeah, you're right. On the plus side, touchback? Yeah, technically. What if... Okay. Stuns. Those are tolerable. No, I just need to get him on the... Well... I'm for sure going to hate myself for doing this. I rolled a 6. Holla frickin' Luya. Alright. At least ways try and get some free hits that I can at least ways maybe kind of sort of possibly use. No effect there at all. Doc still has 2 rerolls. Alright, let's see. The Blitzer can get everywhere. The Halfling can get everywhere he needs to. The Thrower can get everywhere he needs to. That Blitzer can maybe do something. The Lineman can maybe do something. He can just dodge away. I've tried to do as much interesting things as I possibly can. I just have to hope that he botches rolls badly. And I suppose the good side of it having the War Dancer be stunned is also very nice as well. Because he's the one I was really scared about. Alright, Guard isn't a place where Guard can be useful. That's a very easy 2-die that he's able to capitalize upon. Now, he could technically reach the ball. And so can my Thrower. Come on, flub it! Damn you! Okay. How dare you be losing while you're not around?
What was that?
It's called the medium sketch.
The medium sketch?
Yeah, it wasn't rare, and it certainly wasn't well done.
Yeah, you never know when something funny is gonna happen on this show.
Did something funny happen?
Yeah.
You'd never know it.
Iron Isregal makes a 4-up dodge. I mean... How am I? I've been better and worse. Okay. A 3-up dodge to a 2-up going for it. Made the dodge. I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen. Ah. You miss every shot you don't take. Hide Snicker. Kitsu, how dare you hide the Snickers? God damn it. I really could use a Snickers right now. You're not you when you're hungry. Was the one consonant for that place, so no matter what, it was a risk you had to take. Yeah. I mean, there were a number of things I needed to do for that thing to work, and the fact that it didn't help. Alright, well, if it ain't broke, don't break it. You miss GFIs when you're hungry. Yep. And actually, here's the thing. They're not Snickers, okay? They're not Snickers. But who here has tried these, super stuffed Pop-Tarts? I'll open it during Doc's turn, but... Alright, you know what? Let's pull him back and see if I can get him to overcommit to a thing. He's not going to, because Doc's actually not bad at this game. Players fall when they fall. I mean, this is true. Okay, changing weather to nice. Now's the time to be struggling with a Pop-Tart foil. Alright, knock you down. Knock you down. Let's see if we can't get a little bit of something resembling momentum. Good news, no news from the Kren dog. Well, that's okay. But there's the thing. If we can't play today, I'm not going to be able to play until, like, Monday. Like, we're not going to be able to play until Monday, based on what he told me earlier. I don't know, Pop-Tarts are always dry and don't have enough fillings. Well then, Kitsu, might I suggest to you in a moment when I open this up and turn on a light more that you can see. about these mega stuffed Pop-Tarts and see if it's enough filling for you, because it almost is too much for me. And it looks like Doc is having computer issues. But yeah, like in a pack of these, you only get one Pop-Tart. But it's pretty thick by comparison. Not that you can really tell from the camera. But how's that for filling? Now these ones are fudge. You'd probably be able to see it better on the strawberry ones I had a while ago. That is indeed a Pop-Tart. Now my hands are covered in Pop-Tart crumb. Damn it. Okay. Brolfin, you can pick up a ball on a 2-up, can't you? Thank you. Wi-Fi died for like no reason. That was on your end. Alright. I bet that would be good frozen. I've still got a few of them, so maybe I'll throw one into the freezer later. There, if I do in fact play Krendor tonight, come back later and we'll discuss that. Discuss Frozen's Omega stuffed Pop-Tarts. I don't even know what to do right now. My brain's in like 3 different places, and I really don't know how to deal with any of it. Well, Emiya from the original Fate Stay Night, people die when they are killed. I remember when I was a kid, there was this radio drama that I used to listen to. It was a radio show, right? Adventures in Odyssey. Your mileage may vary on it, but it did have one episode where it had a line that was like, it was like a vapid, like Hollywood type character on it, right? Like, this character said, I stand against smoking. Never start smoking, Tamika. Smoking kills. And if you're killed, you've lost a very important part of your life. Damn it. You know, the humor is not lost on me.
You know, I'm really gonna enjoy it tonight.
You plan to like this show?
No, I plan to watch television.
That was my only... And that was my only level dwarf. People die when they are killed. Straight. Woo-hoo! And the worst part about it is that was on my turn he died. Alright, well, I gotta get a long beard replacement later.
Yeah.
Which, good news, not expensive at all. red die giveth, and the red die taketh away. Well, my 5 agility is KO'd. Now, at least ways we're dealing with we're at least ways not dealing with Pipsed white ribbons, so the Bloodweiser babe is at least ways doing her job well enough. Either that, or all of my players are not enthused by beer and boobs enough. Man. Yes, I didn't want to kill the good players on your team. It's a part of the game. Technically, I killed him. Ah. Pass the catch. Okay. Oh, good. No tackle. Up. It's too bad Dacevale's not here to see this. He'd be very happy with the number of jumps I've made. And very disappointed with the number of GFIs I've not made. Holy shit! You know what just occurred to me? I'm going to be doing 2 teams simultaneously with a yellow and blue bit. Could have made that easier by using the Brett to move the person marking the word answer. Probably. And I'm down a dwarf in the middle. And also, I get you, but I didn't want to hurt you after some of the games I've seen you have. That's also Blood Bowl. I've seen my rookie season. Have you heard that story yet? Stories about people dying when they die. Thank you, Kitsu. I was gonna ask you to clip that, and then I forgot. So thank you. You read my mind. Well, the good job is I've not suffered any long-term attrition. But I'd like to hear it on stream. Well, you heard the guy. One of my favorite rants is going to come back. Okay. The first season I played Kren Bowl was a long, long time ago. It was season 4, was it? Like, this was before we actually had, like, anything resembling ranked divisions. Or skill divisions. You know, this is how you get really good clip footage, by bringing it to life. Indeed, right? Indubitably. Anyway, I was playing Necromantic. Von Kahl was an admin back then. Holy shit, yeah. Yeah, I was playing Necromantic Horror. Or just Necro at the time. That season, I went 0, 1, and 10. 0 wins, 1 tie, 10 losses. That tie only came week 11, right? Only came in the 11th week, and I had only scored my first touchdown the week prior. But that isn't even the hard part about that, right? The hard part, well, there were 2 parts. One was somewhere about halfway through the season, I bought my first ghoul because I recognized that I thought I needed some ball handling stuff, right? I get a ghoul. Not 2 uh-oh, hey, a blitz! So I get my ghoul, right? Not 2 turns into the ghoul's first game, he dies. Like, literally just straight up dies. I forget exactly how it was, but I could probably find the replay and watch it again. My opponent was like, I'm so sorry. And I'm over here being like, I literally just bought this guy. But then, and my luck, like, oh, Foreigners had with your Norse team? Yeah. But before that even, I ran into the worst possible luck I could have had at the time. I got paired against the Sage. I don't know where he's been since, because I think he's never played in Krenbol again after this. But he was playing Dark Elves that season, and he beat me 6-0. He took me behind the woodshed and spanked me bad. And didn't even give a good reason for it. 6-0. Yeah. I was sure this was I was something like what? 24 at the time? I don't even want to think. I forget how old I forget what it was, but I was legitimately on the verge of tears despite being in my mid-20s. So it was not a great moment. It was not my best moment ever. Nope, failed that, and I'm out of rerolls. But I caught the ball! He spoke of the devil? Hey, how's it going, Von Kahl? Oh, boy. You just bring the lurkers out, don't we? Yeah, if I had put my war dance a little bit further up, I probably could have made a better go for it. You guys ever need your help, you're willing to come back, but your commission is way higher now? Bold of you to assume any of us get paid, Von Kaw. Double 2 potatoes. Ah, shit. Official delicious Kren Bowl potatoes. You know, no, we get potatoes now. Von Kaw, you're the one that always wants to do like the modding stuff, right? Why has none of us ever done like a mod for Blood Bowl 2 that changes some of these advertisement signs, the sponsor signs into like Kren Bowl or other jokes? I think you did offer to do that when I figured out how to change the logos. Maybe you did. The Blood Bowl 3 was almost coming out. Maybe it did, and I know that we were trying, and I do agree that we don't want to necessarily do mods in the actual league for various reasons. Oh, good. Please just be, you know, that's fine. It's not, but it's tolerable. Because Hellbent shot that down because having a modded game ran the risk of people thinking you have modded players. I mean, that's very true. That's what we were concerned about. And I'm not a... It only changed the team logo. I understand your reasoning, Von Kaw, but we can't. But we didn't want to take that risk. Meanwhile, I'm just talking about this in general because I would kind of like to see some of these sponsorship stuff change to some Kren Bowl inside jokes, but that's just me. Alright, let's see. How do I get there? The key is getting big enough to have like Andy and having them in already. I mean, yeah. I mean, that said, I'm fairly certain we'd still want to try and tell Krendor to get on that. Yeah. I mean, is Krendor as big a Blood Bowl streamer as Andy? No, not necessarily, but I don't think it's Blood Bowl 2. I don't think anyone will care if it's custom graphics. Alright, lift door. There's no good way of doing this. And no advantage to be gained. I mean, I'm not arguing your logic of the advantage-disadvantage thing, Von Kaw. Fuck. It's more the We don't want it's more that we don't want the perception of us being more. We don't want us to be able to be called that we're just allowing for cheats. Or allowing for the potentiality of cheats. But, Digi is right. Technically, this would be up to Kaylee. At this point, anyway. There are still some people who look down on mods. I mean, yeah, true. I mean, I have a generally good opinion of mods. I mean, hell, just look at how much I like playing Minecraft. Custom team logos, yeah, but at the same time, with mods, you now have to answer the question: how do you guarantee that the mods you are using are the only mods that you are using? Say, like, if you have custom logos, who's to say that you don't have a way to hide, like, 5 skill ups? I mean, that's mostly what the logic is about us disallowing mods in Krenball. Okay, now, I'm going to show this off in a minute. Changing skills and shit is actual changing the programming. It's not really a mod, you just change the images in a folder. I suppose, but that's still, like, the question that needs to be answered. That we as admins need to ask and the players need to sufficiently answer. And the only way to truly sufficiently answer is to just disallow the option. Well, at least ways I'm not shut out, which is a big benefit. Not being shut out is absolutely what I prefer being. Okay. Doi. Hey, badoy. Doi. How does that work against tackle of all things, but I can't make a simple... Yep! Yeah. Keep on your strip ball, bub. You have gotta be... The word answered makes 2 dodges out of a tackle guy. 2 tackle guys, even. Just fine. No tackle over here. Rolls a 1 and a 2 up. He's got agility up, for Christ's sakes! As far as I know, there are no mods or Blood Bowl that change the game like you were saying, only admin tools from the creators. Yeah, we're moving now. Looking for potential disconnect. Stream is showing up as no connection for multiple people. That is the face of Stockholm Syndrome with Blood Bowl. Silhouette, welcome to the stream, man. I hope to see you around more. Yeah, that's just the way Blood Bowl is, though, right? Sometimes you just gotta take your lumps and get lumps on the lumps and the lumpy lumps, lumping in one lump sum. You can only change client side, and you can only change graphics. As far as you know, you can only pick the unused logos that will show for everyone, but if you change them, it will only change for you. Ah. Well. Good. Of course, tackle. Tackle's a passive skill, technically, so of course it works immediately. Stunned. I've only truly seen the game modded by an event by Cyanide. Alright. I gave Andy and someone else very crazy skills. Okay, you know, sure. A tree with claw, holy hell. Hey, he finally took through! Alright. Played a lot of Blood Bowl 2 and never seen the game being outright hacked. At least it wasn't obvious. You know what? Fair enough, but we'd rather not take that risk. At least ways for Krenn. And if not risk, at least ways not be blindly and mindlessly accused of it. It's free publicity. I, for one, subscribe to the idea that there is, in fact, such thing as bad press. Being accused of cheating and being innocent sounds nice enough, press. What's the stupid gonna look like today? I'm a big fan of the smart rolls, lose games mentality. I mean, we love... There's a reason, Silhouette, why... The byline of Krenn Bowl is big-time players make big-time plays. We have seen the stupidest shit work and the smartest shit fail. Hell, we've seen that exact same nonsense happen on this stream before. Like this. Ow! I was hoping for something more dramatic than just a stun, but I'll take it on my thrower because I need him to survive. The only cheating stuff is the stuff that crashed the game if you do a sequence of actions or disconnected and making the opponent lose. Yeah, but again, we'd rather just not have to deal with that whole shenaniganery if it happens. mean, do you want me to go on the whole idea of, like, the worst she can say isn't no? Because it is kind of bad logic here. I mean, I don't, yeah, it's fine, Von Ka. I understand your point.
I now realize television has one major advantage over a live stage
solidify
show.
my opinion to myself as much as
A television you can
express it
turn
to
off.
anybody else. Yes.
That reminds me, this show has always reminded me of a sardine.
Why?
It's a little fishy.
This is silly. Oh, so silly. Meanwhile, here I am saying I cooked that ice and I've been accused of cheating a couple of times. Lol. See, that's exactly the reason why it probably shouldn't happen then, right? I feel silly. But it was by a salty coach. I mean, sure, but again, rather not deal with it. This is dumb. I mean, all of it is dumb. You think I shouldn't make jokes because people think I'm cheating? Sounds bad. Music. I'm not saying any of it sounds good or bad. I'm just saying that I would much rather not deal with it in the long term. Oh, this is silly. Oh, so silly. It's silly, but will he do it? And if he does, will any of it prove worth it? It's alarming and disarming. Oh, it's alarming, I'm gonna try it. Because what else can I really do to stop this? Who's the stupid guy on the camera there? Who's the idiot in the wind? Such a stupid guy, such a stupid play, such a stupid team, such a stupid this. Such a stupid this. And as far as like tipping, yes, I have bits on. I have bit alerts. No one's ever really done it. Most people just heckle and dig for the singing ones. Oh, tip for okay. You work at fair enough. Oh, good. Yeah, if I had a reroll, I would definitely try that silhouette, but I've been out of rerolls for a while. You work at some. What am I playing Krendor today? Don't know. Not sure if I am. Okay. Well, at least ways it's been, if not the most value babe, at least ways not a useless one. And Krendor responds and says when, which means I'm probably going to end up, in the short term anyway, operating as if You know what? Fuck it. If it ain't broke, don't break it. Yeah. I'm going to be operating on the short term as if I am playing Krendor tonight, but I'm going to wait, but he's probably going to respond when I'm at work now. If it ain't broke, you aren't hitting it hard enough. I mean, this is true, too. You will be asleep, I presume. Probably. Well, yeah, if Krendor responds sometime tonight, and I should be able to swing some finagleization at work in order to do that. Oh, good. Just what I needed. More rerolls for him. Because I have ever done some mild chicanery in my schedule at work to get things to do things that I needed to do. So, yeah. Fuck you. Alright. Okay, pick up the ball first, Brolfen. It's probably better to give Rondell the level up, actually, and it's an easier pass and catch. Plus, Rondell can get out of things more effectively because he's a war dancer. Notice Krendor thought he was playing Renegades. But he's playing normal Chaos Chosen. Yeah. Alright, I didn't get punished for that. Yeah. Well, however this goes, GG, friendo. Normie Chaos is so hard on Krenbol. I mean, it normally is, but here's a good thing for him. Here's a good thing about Normie Chaos. He's playing into a pseudo-halfling meme team first week. So he's got the opportunity to maybe get some early things more easily. And I don't get to play into super buffed up Goatman. Well, he could go for Zarg Dice. Enjoy the tennis PP I gave the corn coach. Oh, fun. Oh, yeah, you did play memes, didn't you? Was it... Fail... Didn't fail at GFI, rolled 30 pows and 11 skulls. Your Mino was very gentle. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I saw the score line. That was a rough game. if for that alone. Two things made you salty. Fail, 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 fail. Damn it. He's got 3 rerolls. How has he not used any rerolls this half? That's even beside the point that he made the frickin'... And then he got the frickin' extra reroll. Come on, just reroll it, dude. There, see? Good. We're done. And now I leap away. My stupid centaur failing to pick up 3 times in a row, and then he just walks the ball in. Yeah! That... Gonna pick up, handoff, dodge, pass, catch, GFI to score on turn 7 or 8. Yeesh! Yeah, that's... Hey, do not... He is Cord. This is true. I would also like to point out, he is memes. As a general rule, I don't believe you can be good at this game, but memes is arguably maybe the one exception I would make. He's probably one of the best players we have in the league. He's at least always consistently up there. He's also one-diced my centaur to make that happen. Dude is re-rolling Mino Blitz. Hey, as a 3-up leap. A 3-up leap or a 2-up dodge. I hate to say it, but the dodge is better. I hate that I rolled a 2 on that. I hate that I rolled a 2 on that. Wait, we do? We just have one more turn. How do we have one more turn? Well, if nothing else, that means I gotta set up for a throw teammate defense. I miscounted. Alright, well, it's a throw teammate defense time now. Rondell Redwood needs to be back here for that. Honestly, Malcolm of Middleton... Oh, who am I kidding? Just make him roll more dice. Swap Liftor Larch. There, we'll encourage him to go that direction past tackle. I never know how to do a TTM defense when I'm down players. Put them exactly in the line where they have enough to score after being thrown. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. So let's see. Halfling's got 5 movements. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. I mean, that's... Sorry you are answering him. That's fair. But yeah, like, I'm lucky that I am not down as many players as I could be. I mean, I'm down 2 all told. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah. And these guys are gonna, well, they're gonna frickin' die, obviously. Rip Copper Cottonhead. Alright, so this way... I mean, Stunty doesn't bother with frickin' tackle zones. So I stacked him up as with 2-ups, but that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. When landing they do, I mean, yeah. Alright, well, the best part is here, if I can get this a nice deep deep kick. Forward! More rerolls for him! Okay, well, that actually... I think that ends it. Because he doesn't have the he can't pass the ball and throw teammate. That's a stun. So I prepared for the worst and got the best possible situation. So good, yeah, it is definitely GG. Oh, old piling on, you were disgusting. Yeah, it was. Lithor Larch is KO'd. That makes throw teammate. Like, honestly, if he threw teammate just to be like, he'd throw teammate just, he moves 8, right? 5 actually, 7. Yeah. Oh, you're not talking about him. He's thinking about something, but he really should have had that. He really should have had his thrower further back. Ideally, he should have had 2 of his players further back to cover more stuff. Does Doc know about not being able to throw teammate after passing? Should I tell Doc that he cannot throw teammate after passing? Maybe game will bug out and let him do it. The true Blood Bowl experience is to experience it live. I mean, you're not wrong. I believe that tree will pass. Forget you can't throw ball, then throw teammate. Yeah, we were just talking about that. I rolled a 2. Well, at least it's at the tie, so... Hey! My elf lineman gets it, so we didn't get nothing going into the last week. Didn't get nothing going into last week. We got 8 versus... Well, 8 versus... No, Brittle Tree got a few more, too. So that was fun. Dice rolls. Old world... Good luck against Krendor, friend. Bye. Well, good night. Good night, Von Kaw. I'll... Be sure, hopefully you'll see you around later in the VOD. 80% armor, 100% dodge, catch, injury, pass, going for it, pickup, landing. The hell was his rolls? He didn't roll below 80 on nothing. Well, except for throw teammate, but that didn't really fail. What is this? He didn't need to use a reroll hardly at all. 5 1s, 10 2s, 8 3s, 17 4s, 8 5s, 9 6s. What are your dice stock? What is this? What is this? Block dice, 17 skull, 22 both down, 47 push, 23 stumble, 22 pow. That is balanced as hell and a little high. I can't really complain about that. But what? What is this? 64% armor, 60% injury, 50% wake up, 50% dodge. What the what, man? 83% leap, 75 catch, 40% casualty. Well, all my pickups and passes were fine. 63% going for it. We had like almost straight opposite dice. This was for percentages anyway. 35 1s, 35 2s, 21 3s, 44 4s, 39 5s, 34 6s. I suppose I really can't complain too much. This is technically a bit high. 8 skulls, 8 both downs, 12 pushes, 9 stumbles, 4 pows. There's where I failed. I just wasn't doing any blocks. That was my problem there. Ah, well. At least ways it's only a... there's only one more game left, so I just gotta deal with that. And I get... Okay, let's first buy another player. Replace the dwarf Longbeard. Alright, let's see. What's another metal here that I have not used? Gallium... Grut smelled. All right. Rondell Redwood, what are you getting, friend? Let's see, what would be good for him? What would I want? I mean, besides an agility up? Some movement, maybe? Jump up would be fantastic, which I can get. All right. Rondell Redwood, roll the dice, move your mice, 8. Jump up, sidestep would be... Sprint could be nice. Honestly, I think jump up. We'll go jump up. He gets knocked down, he gets up again, and you never can keep him down. Sofril Sycamore. What are you going to get? If he gets another agility point, I'm gonna fuck. 8. Okay. You know what? 5 agility plus dodge. We'll make him a... There. We'll make him a diver. We'll make him a line runner. All right. Actually, that's a good point. Can I... We can, in fact, watch the replay of me losing to the Sage. We are not going to tonight because I need to be moving so that I can be flexible for Krendor. But yeah. was a game indeed. Well, all right. Well, nope, not season 4, not season 4. That's next season. The schedule puts us Pebbly Twig versus Legends of the Old World. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, our last week is going to be against Kaylee, the master of the league and friend of the channel. Gonna be a fun one, I'm sure. Another alliance of goodness. So yeah, I gotta deal with the exact same nonsense. Fun. Alright, well, with that, I do need to get moving so that I can be available for the nerd. In the meantime, guys, thank you all very much for hanging around, chatting, being all around cool dudes. Obviously, there's one more week of MMM left. Kren Bowl is just getting started, so keep an eye out for that tonight. Maybe. If not tonight, it'll probably have to be Monday. But otherwise, with that, guys, thank you all for being here, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Hit these buttons now.
Just as I thought.
What's that?
After this show, nothing hurts.